What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, in the world of indie games, we're checking out Sigma Theory, a game in which you will run a global spy cartel attempting to outrun the Russians and a bunch of other people that are all working towards creating the Sigma Project. It's kind of a sandboxy, like XCOM light. Honestly, there's not a lot of like turn-based combat though, so I don't even know if XCOM is a great thing to compare it to. Like, I want to compare this game to, like, Syndicate and, like, XCOM and, like, Shadowrun, but it's not really. It's more of, like, you've got, like, a global map, and then you direct your spies around, and they do tasks every turn, and then occasionally there's, like, little intermissions with stuff going on. But I figured you guys would like to see it. Let's dive on in and start a new game. Now, we're going to play on story mode, because that's the newest addition to the game. So there we are, story mode. The game now also has a full tutorial, which is great, because the last time I played this game, it did not have a tutorial, and it is a complicated game that takes, like, quite a bit. Like, I think it took me 2 campaigns to really get, like, the hang of everything, like, losing twice to be like, oh, so that's what that does. And so anyways, I'm glad they added a tutorial. We will have that on today, because I haven't played in about a year, so it's been a little while. And you guys are always telling me I don't read or pay attention anyways. What is our name gonna be? Our name is gonna be John Doe. That's a good spy name. It'll help you blend in pretty well. Our name is going to be Blender Valentine. That's a good spy name right there. Blender Valentine. Spy from America. American spy. Alright, so we can have a spouse. Yeah, I guess we can have a wife. That sounds cool. We can have, like, old lady wife. We can have, like, Black Widow-looking wife, or we can have, like, hipster wife. Okay, let's go with Black Widow wife. She looks like she's capable of killing people, and killing people seems like a good skill to have if you're trying to do the whole burn notice thing. My name is Michael Weston. I narrate every single episode and know exactly what's going on all the time, except things constantly surprise me. Good. Oh, she's Russian. Okay. Well, there you go. Now we've got inroads with the Federation over here. Maybe we'll get to meet good old Vlad. Director Valentine. I'm Susan Harris, and I ordered your recruitment. I'll be your superior for the next few months. You'll be directly accountable to me. Sorry, I was adjusting my volume. There wasn't a weird pause right there. It wasn't my fault. I had to adjust my volume because I was being deafened by synthwave. Blender. As a specialist in both field operations and delicate diplomatic negotiations, your place is at the head of counter-espionage. But the American government has an even more important mission for you. Several days ago, the scientific community developed the Sigma Theory, a scientific method capable of producing rapid advances with the potential to throw the world into chaos. Within weeks, we'll see the emergence of new weapons with unimaginable destructive power, as well as tools that can influence the economy, society, energy, transport, even human mind. Our civilization will change beyond recognition. American leaders want to monopolize Sigma technologies. The country that controls Sigma will control the world. Your mission, discover these Sigma technologies with the best scientists at your side. Do what you must to gather a team of agents and use persuasion, diplomacy, and force to acquire the few scattered scientists that will be able to work on these technologies. Diplomacy is different from diplomacy. Diplomacy has a lot more insults thrown in there. We currently have 2 in our own labs. We've given you a surveillance drone and a combat drone to assist with your field missions. You also have access to diplomatic support to conduct negotiations with leaders of rival nations. I'm transferring you to our tactical operations so that you can proceed with recruiting your team. Alright, so we need to recruit our team. After the revelation of the existence of Sigma Theory, the United States has called upon my skills to lead a covert organization that would combine okay, we already know about that. I need to get 4 agents with complementary skills. Here is a list of available agents. Some of these agents don't normally work with governments, even if the offer is good. Before recruiting the next agent, I should read their profile and carefully understand their motivations. Okay, so we've got point 8. Repeating, apparently. He has 6 brains, and he has 6 strength. He's a seducer. He's loyal. He will never resign no matter how far they are pushed, and he's stubborn. He's used to working alone, but he may ignore your orders during exfiltrations. Okay. We've got Aphrodite, who is from Korea. She's a seducer. She is high profile. Okay. And so she needs to be careful moving around because she's a bit of like a socialite. Like she's known, essentially. Like in Shadowrun, I always thought this was a really, really dumb perk in Shadowrun. But in Shadowrun, there's a perk that you get that's like people know you. And there's also another perk that means you have a really generic face. And they do the opposite thing. Like one of them amplifies how famous you get, which is like a benefit and a detriment in its own right. And then the other one means that like you'll never get famous and you'll never be recognized, which is a bonus and a detriment in its own right. And you kind of I've never taken either of them because they both seem dumb to me. She's a master of disguise. She can travel freely, even into countries where the agent has a warrant. Oh, nice. We've got Gamera. There's some new guys in here. Oh, you can unlock new agents now, too. I wonder if that has to do with how far you get in the campaign. The last time I played, there was only like 8 or 9 agents. Now there's like a lot of them. Cool. He's a hacker. He's a loner. And then he's arrogant. He will never surrender, even in mortal danger. And he's from Japan. All right, we'll take him. He'll be our hacker. A solitary man, Satoshi quickly abandoned formal schooling to become a black hat hacker for life, which has afforded him a very comfortable existence. He has no intimate relationships and no family. He's suspected of numerous acts of noted cyber terrorism, but has only admitted to one 10 years ago when a Hollywood firm refused to finance a sequel to a blockbuster movie featuring giant fighting sea monsters. The bank accounts of those producers were mysteriously emptied. The director of the film later received an extravagant bank deposit from an untraceable source. I kind of feel like we should start out with like a hacker. I'm going to keep going through these guys, but like a hacker sounds good. So let's try Gamera. He abandoned formal schooling, so like we know that he can recon Japan for us. He has no arrest warrant, so that's good. That means we can send him just about anywhere and he won't get arrested. So that's good. Let's see if we can recruit him. It says he's arrogant, so give me one good reason why I should work with you. You want to know what the future war looks like? Rebel, robots, drones, if you can imagine, I've already got it. He does like, we know that he likes sci-fi movies. Let's try. Congratulations, you've just recruited the best agent there is. That's all we had to tell him, is that there was going to be robot kaijus involved, and he was in. He was like, let's do this thing. Let's go. To be fair, if a government agency contacted me and they were like, listen. You can have 2 drones that hover behind you with little machine guns on them, and they will protect your life no matter what, everywhere you go. They fly silently. I'd be like, dude, sign me up. I want that right now. All right, so we have a hacker. Now we need somebody that's like really, really good at like lying, deception, deceit, all that kind of stuff. I think would be a good idea. Actually, we need a warrior. Let's get a fighter. So this guy has a knife fighter. Apparently, his name is Graham Gray. He's alliterative, apparently. All right. We have Esquire. She's a black belt. She's highly effective in unarmed combat. We have Shiva, who is bloodthirsty, a remorseless killer who will rarely pass up a chance to take life. Ooh. He has a callous disregard for using firearms in public areas, disregarding the potential for collateral damage. So this man's like wipe out the entire street. This dude's a street sweeper. He doesn't care who gets in the way. He's killing the enemy. What about this guy? He's new. Hailing from Central Korea, Suman Ki is a triple champion in Suryum, a violent Korean sport. He's a pacifist, though. So, like, he's got a black belt. He's a patriot. He was in a violent sport, but he's a pacifist. Okay, some people are a little confusing, but I get that. Well, I think this guy, like, if we're looking for somebody who's a killer, I kind of feel like going with somebody who is an indiscriminate killer is the best way to go. Kumar was abandoned as a child sacrifice in the pits of a lost temple dedicated to the goddess Kali. He survived as a wild child, developing extraordinary physical skills and a bestial inhumanity. A cannibal and hermit, ignorant of the difference between right and wrong, he is revered by locals as an animal god in their pantheon. His body is a living weapon that he could turn against you at any moment. Okay. Alright. Elite agents are so expensive that your superiors will only approve having one. Oh, really? Okay. Interesting. Is anybody else an elite around here? I was just looking at the stat spread. Oh, he's elite too. So, Chunam Gi, an expert at sleight of hand. He was feted as the best magician in Asia at the age of 16 and the best in the world at 19. After initially specializing in the manipulation of close-up magic, he went on to focus on mentalism, hypnosis, and illusion. Handsome, intelligent, and subtle, he has the makings of a perfect agent. Shu has never failed to hide his greatest secret from intelligence services. He's a refugee from North Korea and bears a fierce hatred of its regime. He is waiting for the right moment to perform a very special trick on a certain dictator. So he is unbreakable and will never reveal compromising information, either under torture. So this guy is like the best infiltrator we have available right now. Let's go with him. Why would I work for you? Well, we know it's not this one right here, but he escaped from an oppressive regime. So this one might work because we're promising him a chance. We're promising him a chance to basically reconcile his path and kill like Kim Jong-un or whoever it is that he wants to kill. Or we can create world peace. Let's try this. I'm impressed. You've got yourself a field agent. Nice. So we got our elite. All right. So we have an infiltrator. We have a hacker. He's a seducer. He's a lead. He's a master. I mean, we don't really need anybody else to do anything like that. Now we just need weapons specialists. So we've got Liberty. She's a firearms expert. She's reckless. She's arrogant. She's an exfil expert, and she's a jinx. People this agent has been assigned to protect have a tendency to meet unexpected ends. Since bodyguard is going to be her primary job, let's go with this guy instead, Graham Gray. He's a knife fighter, I guess. He's an Englishman from a noble lineage. He's a former scout. He was commissioned as a lieutenant in the British Army, selected for SAS, and after 2 tours left to spend 5 years in the French Foreign Legion. A skilled soldier, he specializes in survival in harsh environments, a topic which is sought after in structure, an author of numerous reference works. Okay. So he's got an anecdote. After a covert operation gone wrong in Nigeria, he turns up weeks later in the north of Libya after passing through the hottest black sand desert on earth, alone and on foot. To survive, he had to eat his dog and dig tunnels 4 meters deep to find water. His collection of war stories have come at a cost. He's a man who feels his advanced age and lately has begun to fear that his best days are behind him. Let's try it. Why would I risk my own skin? Well, I know you have one last great adventure. I'm impressed. You've got yourself... That's all it took. 1 sentence. All right, so we've got ourselves a fighter now. So really, the other person that we can get can really be like anything. I was thinking another warrior maybe, like another person to fight. But it really... What does she do? She's a pacifist. She's weak-willed. She's methodical, and she's a loner. But she has recon lineups on multiple countries, which I think is the benefit she brings along with her. Okay. Who is Caliph? Jailbreaker, Omerta, he's a firearms expert and a smuggler. Okay. He's involved with business of questionable legality, so he'll have no trouble finding weapons in enemy territory. Alright. Hold on, he was part of ISIS? Nah, man, we can't have ISIS on our squad. That's a risk right there. Like, there's a lot of things I will tolerate. I was just contemplating hiring a ruthless sociopath, psychopath from India to be our warrior. But, like, some things are a little too far. Like, I can't have ISIS on the squad. I can't get him because he's elite, so I think we're just going to have to go with Liberty. So I think that's what we're going to do. I mean, it's either that or we could get another infiltrator. I don't know. Alright, so Liberty's life has been defined by being a woman, an ardent patriot passionate about the challenges of military life. She took the grueling test to enter only the elite special forces unit open to women, the 75th Ranger unit, where she got top marks but was unable to join the unit. Her physical prowess and determination drove her to compete in numerous inter-army competitions, but this exceptional soldier, embittered by her chain of command, imprisoned by her gender, now contents herself with being the most feared instructor for the world's greatest army. Okay. So I'm creating a special unit and I want you. That might appeal to her because, like, she's been denied special units her entire life based on her gender. This one right here, though, might work too. I'm gonna try this one. Nice. Okay, so we've got our agents hired. We've got 2 warriors, we've got an infiltrator, and we've got a hacker. Let's do this thing. Alright, the map gives me a real-time view of the global situation and our operations. This is my employer. The number represents my employer's confidence in my performance. If I disappoint in this line of work, being fired is kind of unpleasant. The other countries also have a confidence level with the nation that employs me. If that level drops, operations and negotiations become more complicated, and nobody likes complicated situations. This is the Doomsday clock. The greater the risk of humanity's destruction, the closer it is to midnight. I need to do everything in my power to prevent it from hitting midnight, otherwise there will be no one left to hear it. This button will lead us to the science division. There I can assign my scientist projects and see their progress. This button leads to the table that shows relationships with all of the major actors on the world stage. Diplomats, terrorists, influential groups. Our relations and any missions they assign will be shown here. This button allows me to adjust the various game settings and return to the menu. This is the number of technologies that we have discovered. When it reaches 15, we'll be close to our objective. My goal is to discover and secure Sigma before the other nations. To do this, I need scientists, and they are currently overseas. Let's go ahead and send our agents on a mission. Move agents by dragging icons over a country. Alright, so I want you to go to Japan. Go ahead and... He's got to abandon his firearm in order to fast travel? Alright, just infiltrate. Get on over there. When I've assigned missions, I can click on End Turn to execute my orders. Okay. I think we can also click on some of these guys and they'll, like, guard a location or something like that. This agent will try to find untraceable black market weapons. Yeah, let's go ahead and... I've got my infiltrator, right? Let's send my infiltrator over to Korea. I want him to be close to Japan. So what we're going to do is... Actually, I don't exactly know what I'm doing right now, but we're going to try some stuff out, okay? We're going to try things out, and I'm sure it's going to be fine. We will send a bodyguard over here for our hacker. And then we'll leave her here to protect our territory and make sure that nobody steals our scientists. So I thought there used to be an order, like there used to be like a guard order where this person will chill here and protect this location so that nobody can try to steal your scientists. This defensive drone, use to detect threats during exfiltration and support your agents in their investigations. All right, send it to Korea. And then can we launch airstrikes quickly and discreetly? I have no idea where I want that to be. I can make contact over here in the UK. Let's make contact with Korea. So September 23rd, she'll be able to have a meeting with us in 4 days. Okay. We will set up diplomatic meetings. This meeting won't happen immediately. It will give us time to prepare. Click on the diplomat that we're scheduled to meet. So, Jeon Kyung-won, a diplomat. We don't have any compromising files on this lady. We don't know her traits, what she's into, or how we can manipulate her yet. I probably should have done more research before I set up that meeting. That might have been a mistake. Ah, well. Director, this is our current progress with active projects. That's true. I didn't even take a look at my science division. Let's take a look at our science division. So, to win, my country needs to be the first to discover the ultimate Sigma technology. Okay. 2 scientists can be assigned to each branch. If I research a technology has been discovered, I can reverse engineer it. By using reverse engineering, research progresses more quickly, but I won't get the advantages linked to the technology that has already been discovered. All right. So she graduated in robotics, he graduated in neuroscience. So we're working on the neuroscience right now. So we've got mentalis, which is mental conditioning that results in immediate and substantial increase of intellectual powers of individuals. We've got robotics going, which is going to give us lightning. By replacing tendons and skeletal muscles with smart nanofibers, we can create soldiers of extraordinary reflexes and superhuman speed. So we're doing like some Shadowrun cyberware stuff over here. I can respect that. They're going the other way around the horn, huh? I suppose I'll send you to Japan. Like, I know people will come and try to steal my scientists is the thing. Like, I know this, and so I kind of want to have a bodyguard here. I don't think we have anything else going on right now. Send the drone over there. So, we're moving along. Our research is progressing by about 4% a day. Alright. Oh, cool. We've got a new agent. Ryder can be unlocked in our next game. We've arrived at Tokyo, we've got Seoul, and we've got Tokyo. Nice. Blender, I heard you were assigned as head of the Sigma division. Please accept my congratulations. Thank you, Eugenia. Your love and support get me through the missions. I'm touched, Blender. But don't go out of your way. We both know about the dangerous game of politics, and we're going to need to help each other. If I can count on you, you can count on me. Apparently, my romantic relationship has increased. Director, Council of States is an influential group that is very interested in your Sigma research in the neurosciences field. In time, we believe Sigma will give us the power to control people's minds and even entire countries. This power cannot fall into the wrong hands. Hands that are not ours, for example. We want to work with you. Every time you make progress in our sector, we'll reward you with greater means to achieve your goals. We appreciate any advances, whether issuing from your own laboratories or acquired through less scrupulous means. Okay. So we can give these guys a mission. I would like for you... We've got available targets. Alright. So we can hack it, we can steal, we can locate agents, we can recon and do other stuff. Let's go ahead and hack this location. Surveillance drones are key to the success of exfiltrations, but they also facilitate and accelerate the work of agents by providing information on surveilled areas and security systems. Hacking will allow our agent to steal or destroy scientific data belonging to an enemy nation. You can choose a target from this map. The state of the alert for the nation, the defensive technologies, as well as the geographic position of your hacker all influences your chances of success. If they're in your nation, they'll benefit from full logistics infrastructure, make the room or work easier. But in the event of failure, your target will know that you ordered the operation and will have diplomatic consequences. If the hacker is located in the target nation, their geographic proximity will increase its chances of success. In the event of failure, your agent may be traced and potentially captured. And if the hacker is in a third country, your operation will be completely secret, but the remoteness and lack of specialist infrastructure will impact their effectiveness. Okay, so they changed that since the last time I played. The last time I played, you had to be in the country where you were trying to hack at, and so... Fair enough. Install ransomware. We can lower the alert level. Yeah, go ahead and lower the alert level, please. You, sir. Do some recon. You, over here. Investigate her, please. I'd like to have a little bit of the old dirty. Actually, no. Locate a Sigma drone. And then, I don't know if I should, like, leave her elsewhere. Like, the way it used to work in the version that I played is you needed to have somebody that just hung out here and protected your scientists, otherwise they got stolen and abducted all the time. I don't know if that's still the case. Director, my country's leaders send their regards. Let's see here. Is everything going well in your department? Business as usual over here. What exactly is it that you want? Well, I'd like to improve relations. We can go with Sigma research. It looks like... Actually, they're not doing Sigma research in any of the areas that I want to be. Let's improve relations, I guess. We'll try to improve relations. It's time to bury the hatchet. And what are you offering in exchange? This will degrade relations with my own government. Future considerations? Your proposal is unacceptable. This meeting is over. Lame. Well, at least it didn't hurt our diplomatic relations, so that's fine. I don't know. Like, is she good at scouting? I don't know what goes into scouting. Like, what skill matters for scouting? He's on recon right now. Okay. So we'll just chill for a minute. We'll see what we find in a day or two. Director, we have a problem. Private Hawking, explain the situation. Hello, Director. One of my assistants disappeared yesterday. I alerted security immediately, but they found nothing. You think it was a kidnapping? Not anymore. We've investigated the assistant. Their address was fake as their identity. She was a spy. Interpol has no idea of the spy's true identity. In other words, this wasn't a spy working for a foreign power. Then who are they working for? A company? If a company were in control of Sigma neuroscience discoveries, it would be a disaster. It's a problem, Director. Here's a picture of the spy. Their code name is Daedalus. Thank you for this information. My agents will be able to identify this spy. There's somewhere out there, probably in a Sigma lab, trying to steal new technologies. Find them, exfiltrate them, interrogate them, and identify their employers. If private entities are now standing against us, the situation is going to get complicated. It's true. Oh, good. We reduced the alert level in Japan by quite a lot. That'll make it easier for us to infiltrate and do things. Very nice. Mission accomplished. I was able to infiltrate their research facility and gathered all the actionable intel that I could find. So health and finance. So we know what their Sigma activity is now, correct? Okay. So your next mission... Oh, this is my agenda. Will show my diplomatic meetings with foreign counterparts. I need to schedule one as soon as possible to manage the situation. Okay. Finally, one of my agents located a scientist working for the enemy. Click on their file. Oh. Alright. Okay, so we can identify these people right here because we did the scout mission. Alright, let's go ahead and identify. Yeah, go ahead and identify information about that scientist right there. The more scientists we can bring back to our territory, the happier I will be. He's almost done scouting. I would like to see another hacking attempt over here. Go ahead and steal Sigma data, please. I would like for you to go to Germany just to help out with this situation. Alright, so we're 40% of the way with our research into both we've got cyberware, and then we've also got 40% on the way towards neuroscience and like controlling people. Go either way. My country is currently undertaking a military operation. The support of your tactical drones could strengthen our relationship. Alright. I'll send a combat drone down there if they want it. I mean, if it strengthens my relationship with Korea, like, that's fine. The better my relationship there, the easier it's going to be to steal from them. You know, like, that's pretty much like I want to be on good terms with them because that gives me unfettered access to the places I want to be. So sounds good. One or more agents have no mission. Who has no mission? Oh, he's waiting right now. Okay. Let's go ahead, and I would like to move you over to here because I've got a feeling we're going to yoink this target very, very soon. He's going to be my kidnapper. We're going to try and steal that scientist pretty soon. We've got a new agent, Double K. Okay. At least he's not Special K. Doctor, mission accomplished. I've got all the intel that we need on this scientist, Park Yun Ai. Okay. Director, I hacked into a Japanese Sigma project database. Their security was more sophisticated than I had been expecting. I wasn't able to extract data, but I created a lot of chaos in their systems. It will be a significant setback for their research program. Okay. Director, I need 5 human test subjects for my research. You should probably know that the test subjects will die during the process. Okay, go get them. We're trying to save the world right now. Apparently that upset the Doomsday clock. So when you abduct people and use them for clandestine corporate research, clocks, timekeeping gets very, very upset with you. There you go. You learn a new thing every day. My name is Splattercat. This game is called Sigma Theory. If you wanted to see more, make sure you leave a like on this video. It helps me know who's engaged and who likes what content. If you don't know what I do, or you've just stumbled here on accident while looking for content for this game, my name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so that you don't have to. I do basically 1 to 2 episode impressions of games so that you can get a rough idea for the core gameplay loop, the atmosphere, the ambience, and everything else that the game has going along with the core mechanics so that you can decide if you want to make a purchase. I will see you all next time. Thank you for stopping on in. I'll have something hot and fresh for you tomorrow. How you doing? Take care, everybody.